Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rikakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether they can accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the occupants pushing the truth and believing in the truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the whole elect. And shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning, the few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah from the GMS Solano Camp coming at you another lesson in truth, facts, faith, and edification. Another daily edification. Lord's willing. Let's be edifying. And I'm going to say this again. To give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, the Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapos Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So we gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rikakwadash. So this is another lesson. Lord, wouldn't it be edifying? And I titled this, You Lied About the Lies That You Lied About. And that was a little saying that Elder Monakazakba did another couple nights ago. He just made that statement. And when I heard it, I said, that's a title for a lesson. The actual title for the lesson, I was going to title it, Bridge Over Troubled Waters. Because these devils, Esau, Edom, the Edomites, the so-called white man, which is the wicked according to the Bible, all they do is forge lies. They are the liars. They're forged lies, man. So Lord wants to be edifying. Now, this book is titled, Who is Esau Edom, right? I had ordered this book. It was on Amazon for like $3,800, $3,800, almost $4,000, right? So for some reason, the book is now only $18. I don't know why they dropped it back down, but for whatever reason, the water Yahweh Shema Shah. Nah, we know the truth is out according to the Bible. We don't need this book to prove that Esau is Edom, even though this guy Charles Wiseman wrote the book. Right, then you got the book that William Beeston wrote, which I have in my backpack. The Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomites, right? We don't need these books to prove that Esau is Edom, the so-called white man, the Edomites. But this book was $3,800, $3,500 to $3,800 on Amazon. Now it's only $18. So when I seen it, I was ordering something else for my car, and this popped up because I ordered all my books from Amazon, right? My King James 6011 Bible, my Apocrypha. So it said you already ordered these books. Here is another book that you can order. And the book was on $18. Now, this book has been on Amazon for almost $4,000, right? The elders, Elder Malcolm used to always bring out that when he first found the book was only $12. I think it was like $12, $14, he said. They jacked the book up. Why is this book back down to $18 from last year, a year before? Because the truth is out, man. Nobody care about this book, right? It's good to have in the arsenal, but everybody know who's Esau Edom. So I'm going to read the back of the book, and I'm going to pull out a couple, not even a couple chapters, just like one page. Not even in this book of Esau Edom. Who is Esau Edom? All you need is page 5. Page 5 clearly tells you that Esau Edom is the racial stock of the right race. That's all you need, right? But let's read this, because this is the devil that forges lies. The lesson I did about a month or two ago, their only job is to vex, accuse, and destroy us, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. The Esau Edom only job is to vex and accuse and to destroy us as much as possible. But what did Yahweh Shah say? Except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, right? So they ain't gonna get to do what they want to do, because when you read in Job 14 and 5, in Job 21 and 20, they say their days are at a limit, right? They can't pass these days. But show you how wicked these devils is. Let's read this. This is the back of the book. I'm going to read this. It say, in the ancient time, in the land of the Bible, it say, in the ancient time, in the land of the Bible, over 3,700 years ago, Rebekah, the wife of the patriarch Isaac, was informed by God that she would give birth to twins whose fate would be as diverse as their character. The birth of these twins, Esau and Jacob, and their ensuing destinies would have the most profound impact on future events in the world. That's cold in itself. On future events in the world. It reads, analysis of the history of prophecy of Esau and his descendants will unveil many of the problems in this world. It say many of the problems in this world, and will bring a new perspective on wars and conflicts. World War One, World War Two, and World War Three. That's Revelation 9 and 12. One war is past, and behold, another war coming shortly, right? Matter of fact, I don't want to butcher it. Let's read that real quick. It's Revelation chapter 9 and 12. It say, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. Right? Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. So it says again, this analysis of the history and prophecy of Esau and his descendants will unveil many of the problems in the world. Which, who controls the world? The Job 9 and 24, right? The earth was given to the hand of the wicked. What does it say in Isaiah 24 and 5? Let's read this. Isaiah, I said, man, just the back of this book, just a whole lesson, just reading the back of it. Isaiah 24 and 5 said, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. So it say again, this analysis of the history of the prophecy of Esau and his descendants will unveil many of the problems in this world. Why? Because they transgressed the laws, broken the covenant, they broken the everlasting covenant, changed the laws, transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. So it say, this analysis of the history and prophecy of Esau and his descendants will unveil many of the problems in this world, and will bring a new perspective on wars and conflicts, media bias, Zionism, political conspiracies, anti-Semitism, economic problems, and the Jewish issue. You see that? That's cold. It say this material will also explain why one group of people have made concerted efforts for the establishment of monopolies, hate laws, world government, communism, abortion, interracial marriages, usury, and anti-Christian policies. The ancient and pronounced struggle that prevailed between Esau and Jacob still exists today and is causing the world to be turned upside down. Why? Because of Esau and Jacob, man. This is the lowest moving. Everything about the world is about Esau and Jacob. The other 16 heathen nations are just casualties of war and collateral damage. This is the last line. The question of who is Esau Edom undoubtedly involves the most stupendous drama ever enacted in the annals of man. That drama is presented here to help us better understand God's plan for man here on earth. Now, this is page 99, right? I'm going to read some of this. It say, when Esau heard that Isaac had given Jacob the blessing of the birthright, he cried out with an exceedingly great and bitter cry. You got a parenthesis, Genesis 27:34, which everything is accurate. This is exactly what the Jews do when they hear someone say they are not Israel, which means they cannot have the birthright. They cry out bitterly against them with wails of anti Semitism. Meanwhile, these Edomites seek ways to kill the real heir to the birthright. It's a many throughout history have recognized this peculiar characteristics of the Jews to destroy Christians, but could never supply an adequate explanation as to why. Without understanding who the characters on stage are now or how they relate to the birthright, the play being acted out in the earth becomes quite confusing to most observers. And that's facts, man. You see? And this book was written by Charles Wiseman, man, who was what? An Edomite. Now, this is the only page you really need in this book, but this whole book is fire, man. It's fire. This is page 5. Okay? This is page 5 of Who is Esau Edom. Let's read this. It say, life and history of Esau. Esau was born, now Salaki, Esau was the firstborn of Isaac, and thus was heir to the birthright, derived from the direct racial lineage of Adam to Noah to Abraham. Thus Esau was racially an Adamite, a Shemite, it's a Semite, but a Shemite and a Hebrew, the racial stock of the white race. You see that? The racial stock of the white race. Who is Esau Edom? Esau Edom is the racial stock of the white race, man. Now, this is these devils. Hey, and the elder Nazarbath said the other day, you lied about the lies that you lied about. So let's get this. This is Psalms 58:3. And it reads, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ears. All these devils do is forge lies, right? And who they forging the lies on? They forging the lies on you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Now this is Psalms 50:20. Thy citizen speaketh against thy brother. Thy slanderers thy own mother's son. Who is it talking about? Esau Edom. Now I was going to title this lesson, Bridge Over Troubled Waters. Because their whole identity, everything about these devils is to vex, accuse, and persecute you, man. Right? Their whole job is to destroy, to the best of their ability, so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. That's why they are put here on earth, man. They are the Lord's sword. They are the left hand of the Lord, man. Their job is to judge, is to punish 2/3 of Israel, man. Right? Now this is Psalms 119 and verse 69. Because this is what they do day in and day out. It say the proud have forged lie. Salaki, the proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. So though they slander us, man, we gotta maintain our integrity, right? Because these are the ones that the Lord set up over us, man, as the bases of men, right? As the whooping stick of the Lord. Another name for them is troubled waters, right? This is let's get this. Job 13 and 4, and it reads, but ye are forgers of lies, you are physicians of no value. So so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, knowing this, we knowing this, right? These devils is pissed off, man. The truth is out. What did the Lord say? This is Matthew 10:26. It reads, Matthew chapter 10, verse 26 reads, it say, fear them not, therefore, fear them not. It tell you in 2 Timothy 1 and 7, the Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear, right? But a power and a sound mind. It reads, fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. Right? This is another one in Luke chapter 8 and 17. And it reads, Luke 7 and 18. Salakia. No, Luke 8 and 17. I was in the wrong chapter. This is Luke 8 and 17. It reads, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. All we had to do is just be living, man. The Lord was going to make manifest these things, right? 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. We had to fall away, right, from our lineage, our heritage, who we were, right, our customs, what we was about. We had to fall away from that, right? That's why in Acts 1 and 6, the apostles actually, Habashah, was he about to restore Israel? Was he about to restore the kingdom to Israel? Right? He said, it's not for you to know at this time. As a matter of fact, let's read that to make this point. This is Acts 1 and 6. We had to fall away, right? It say, when they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the utmost part of the earth. What's the utmost part of the earth? Where we at right now, man? Babylon the Great. So Yahushua told the disciples when they asked him, Lord, you about to restore the kingdom again to Israel when he had risen? He said, no, it's not for you to know that right now. Hey, just go teach the word, man. That's basically what he said. He said, well, you shall receive power. After that, the Holy Spirit shall come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the utmost part of the world, the utmost part of the earth, which is here, Babylon the Great, and on this side of the world, man, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Dominican Republic, South Central and North America. Okay, right? So he was telling them it's not for you to know at this time about the kingdom being restored. Don't worry about that. Just go teach the word. So we had to fall away first. Let's read this again. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. These all link together perfectly, man. It said, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except they come a falling away first. What did the Lord tell Jeremiah? In Jeremiah 17 and 4. Even thyself shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. Right? What did he tell Daniel? Let's get this. Before we finish making the point. This is Daniel 12. This is what the Lord told Daniel. And he said, this is Daniel 12 and 9. He said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the time of the end. Right? Read the point. Verse 13. But go thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of the days. Right? So these things had to play out. Us falling away and the man of sin being revealed. So here we go. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except they come a falling away first. We had to fall away, right? We had 70 AD had to happen. All the empires had to happen. The Babylonian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, Babylon the Great, North America, had to happen first, right? It say, except there shall come a falling away first, and that the man of sin shall be revealed. The man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, right? It's 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed. When? In our time. Okay? And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. What's the spirit of the Lord's mouth? His prophets. Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, right? 1 Corinthians 14 and 32. The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets, right? So, and then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, right? Let's get a precept on that. It's Obadiah 1 and verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? How? Through the spirit of the Lord's mouth. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then it say, how the things of Esau searched out, how are his hidden things sought up? 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. So how has Esau been made manifest? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, through his servants, wisdom, knowledge, understanding that he has given them to search these things out, man. Right? Paul said, again, it said, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. What Yahweh Shah said in Matthew, let's get this. This is Matthew 22 and 19, right? But it's verse 18. It say, but Yahweh shall perceive that wickedness, and said, why tempted ye me, ye hypocrites? Yahweh shall said, show me the tribute money. And they brought unto him a penny, and he said unto them, who is this image and superscription? They said unto him, Caesar's. Then said he unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto power the things that are God's, right? The Lord said, bring me the penny. Whose image on it? It was Caesar. Whose image is on the money today? Beautiful question. Beautiful point. Whose image is on the money today? Caesar's. Esau, Edom, right? They have been revealed, man. All the things that they have done, how his things searched out, his hidden things sought up, man, through the spirit and power. How about Shema Shah? Romans 15 and 4 say what? Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. You see? So the man of sin had to be revealed, right? Who is Esau Edom? Esau Edom is the so-called white man, the racial stock of the white race, man. And you got scholar when you go and get this Elder Malcolm always go into this 1925 encyclopedia, right? It tell you that that Edom is modern day Jewry, man, right? Meaning they are the so-called Jews today. Edom is modern day Jewry, man, right? In the 1925 encyclopedia, man. So, and I pulled it up one time on Google. It'll pull it up for you. You can read it yourself, man. The 1925 encyclopedia, man. It'll tell you that Edom is modern day Jewry. You can pull it up yourself anytime. Now, this is Genesis 36. Let's read this. Genesis 36 in verse 1. Now, these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. Who is Esau Edom, man? Okay? Now, these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. It's not rocket science, man. This is verse 8. It say, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom, and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Seir. These are them. Let's read this again. Page 5. Again. It say, Esau was the firstborn of Isaac, and thus was heir to the birthright, derived from the direct racial lineage of Adam to Noah to Abraham. Thus Esau was racially an Anamite, a Semite, and a Hebrew, the racial stock of the white race. Now, this is an Edomite that wrote this book. And I got the other book in my backpack, the Roman Empire, the Empire of the Edomites, man. Okay? The Lord had them to leave breadcrumbs so we can know who they are. Why? Because they had to be revealed. First the falling away, and then the man of sin shall be revealed. What's the revealing? That they are the wicked, right? All they do is go back and forth through the earth and do wickedness. Now, the Lord say there's going to come a time on the earth when it's going to be what? Jacob's trouble. Who shall push Jacob's trouble through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah? It's going to be the so-called white man. This is Psalms 124 and 1. Listen to this. If it had not been the Lord Yahweh, who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord Yahweh, who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick, when their wrath was kindled against us. Don't it say the same thing in 2 Ezra 16, starting at verse 68? Let's read it. 2 Ezra 16 and 68 reads, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols, which is what? Ultimately, the RFID microchip. Back in Psalms, read this again. Psalms 124 and 1, and verse 2. It says, if it had not been the Lord Yahweh, who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick, when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters have overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Who are the proud waters? Esau Edom, right? Their military power, their sword. To do what? To bring down wrath, man. You see? Their only job is to bring wrath, man. This is Psalms. That's why you got to repent, convert, and be healed, man. That you may have a covering. It's Psalms 32 and 5. I acknowledge my sins unto thee, and my iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Lord Yahweh, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. For this shall every one that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found. Only the righteous is going to pray to Yahweh Shema Shah. Only the hopeful elect, the ones that's what? That have a contrite spirit, man. They sorry for what they have done. Now we know we screwed up. For this shall everyone that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in the floods of great waters, which is who? Esau Edom, they shall come in like a flood. They shall not come nigh unto him. They don't come unto Yahweh Shema Shah, right? Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. See, these devils, the forgers of lies, the slanderous tongue, their job is to vex, accuse, and destroy you, man. That's why I say in Revelation, the accuser of thy brethren is taken down, man. He's going to be destroyed. That's a future prophecy. The point is about the floods of great waters, right? This is Psalms 144. Listen to this. Psalms 144. And I'm gonna start at verse 7. It's like you just left the plantation a little while ago. Psalm 144 and verse 7. It reads, Send thy hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of great waters. Who is the great waters? Esau Edom, man. These devils are gonna come in like a flood. It says, Send thy hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of the great waters. From the hand of strange children whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. You see, these devils is all about lies and falsehood, slandering and accusing, man, vexing and destroying. That's their only duty to the earth, man. This is Psalm 69 and 14. And it reads, Deliver me out of the mire, and let me not sink. Let me be delivered from them that hate me, and out of the deep waters. Let not the water flood over. It say, let not the water flood over me. Salakia. Let not the water flood overflow me, neither let the deep swallow me up, and let not the pit shut her mouth upon me. These devils, the Lord said, these devils is like water, man. Right? Raging water, man. Their whole job is to try to drown you, man. They're trying to drown us. This is Isaiah 59 and 19, and it reads, So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Havushai, shall lift up a standard against him. We know this is going to happen. We know that the elect is going to be covered, man. Right? Because it tell you in Psalms 27:5, that's what it reads. For in the time of trouble, which is what? Jacob's trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion, which is what? A covering, a secret place, a safe haven. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. So you see, that pavilion, that covering is what? Yahweh Shema Shah. This is John chapter 10 and 28. It reads, And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. That's what Yahweh Shah saying. It's verse 29. This is what Yahweh Shah saying. My Father, which gave them me, is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. So the elect of Israel is in the hands of Yahweh Shah, and Yahweh Shah and the elect of Israel is in the hand of Yahweh, right? But the point is, these devils are a number of liars, man. They are forgers of lies. They are physicians of no value. Listen to this. This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, in the Apocryphal, 51 and verse 2. For thou art my defender and helper, Yahweh Shem Shah, and has preserved my body from destruction and from the snare of the slanderous tongue and from the lips that forge lies, and has been my helper against my adversaries. Right? These devils gave us the whole rundown. What did the Lord say? This is Psalms 64 and 8. Let's read verse Psalm 64 and 7. It reads, but power shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. This is an arrow. Hold on, Salaki. Let me get this book. Salaki. Let's get this book real quick. This is another arrow. The Roman Empire, the empire of the Edomite. Okay? This is an arrow. This is a major arrow. This is another arrow. Who is Esau Edom? Psalm 64 and 7. But power shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. Charles Wiseman and William Beeston. Charles Wiseman and William Beeston have made their tongues to fall upon themselves, man. Okay? Who is Esau Edom? The racial stock of the white race. Thus saith the Lord. Lord, witness edifying. Got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rekak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who well, who teach well. What apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether you can accept it or not. And a sincere salutation to all the oxen pushing this truth and believing this truth, to the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hope for the elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening and learning. You few sisters who are listening and learning. I'm going to get you brother precepts, as a matter of fact, before I close out. This is Yahweh Judah Israel, Jeremiah 49 and 17. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Now, that verse right there is the same thing that happened to it's the same, so like it's the same thing that happened to the Israelites. The Lord said we shall be astonishment. And I forgot what chapter they're in, but it said they hiss. It's in Lamentation, as a matter of fact. They hiss and did the same thing to us, man. So again, Jeremiah 49:17, and Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. That's what happened to us. And it's in the book of Lamentation. They did the same thing to us, man. Okay? The brother Yahweh Judah Israel put up Amos 1:11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. 1, because thou did pursue thy brother with the sword. 2, and did cast off all pity. 3, and his anger did tear perpetually. 4, and he kept his wrath forever, man. Okay? This is Yahweh Judah Israel, Job 20 and 5. It reads, it say that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Facts. So you see, these devils know who they are, man. It's you, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians that don't want to accept it. But the Lord shot at them with an arrow, man. He wounded them so they'll make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, man. Right? And there's other things, there's other books, man. They telling you who they are, but you won't accept it. Why? Because you trust in oppression. Hey, so Lord wasn't edifying. Oh, let's get this, as a matter of fact. So all these devils got left here is what? I forgot the guy name that made the quote. I did a lesson on it last year. He said, when a battle is won, right? Oh no, Salakia. When a debate is won, slander become the tool of the one that was defeated, right? When a debate is won, slander become the tool of the one who lost the debate, man. So all Esau Edom have is what? Only thing they can do to the Hebrew Israelites, right? Starting with Great Millstone, starting with the Apostles' Great Millstone, is to slander us, man. But that's a part of persecution, right? It's a part of being demonized. Because that's all they have. They have lost the debate. Christianity has lost, man. It's a wrap. It's over. Let's read 2 Corinthians, as a matter of fact. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through power to the pulling down of strongholds. To the pulling down of strongholds. This truth has pulled down every stronghold of religion, right? Only ones that's going to be deceived and be bugged out are 2/3. Casting down imaginations. Religion is an imagination, man. This world that we living in, it's an imagination. It's an imaginary world, man. It ain't real, man. We living in an imaginary world, man. It say, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through power to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of power, and bringing into obedience and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach. What's the bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience? The elect of Israel, right? This is gotta read this 2 Ezra 6 and 27. How are we bringing down the strongholds? It said, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through power to the pulling down of strongholds. What's pulling down the strongholds and the imaginations of this world? Truth, right? John 8 and 32. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free, right? 2 Ezra 6 and 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. So we're pulling down strongholds of religion, the philosophies of the world, with what? With truth, man. So only thing they have is slander, man. Only thing they can do is take down brother pages, strike brother pages, and slander us in the media. What it said on back of this Esau Edom book? They main thing, this is what they can do. It's a disanalysis of the history and prophecy of Esau and his descendants will unveil many of the problems in this world. Really is all the problems of this world, and will bring a new perspective on wars and conflicts, media bias, Zionism, political conspiracies, anti-Semitism, economic problems, and Jewish issues. You see that? This book, I was just reading this book today, man. This everything is in this book, man. You see? And they done dropped the book back down to $18 because it was like the book was like $3,500 on Amazon, man. They done dropped it back down now. Why? Because the truth is out. The truth is out. Everybody know who Esau Edom is, man. So why would you jack the prices up? Well, it's just possible it could go back up. It's possible. Hey, everybody know who you is and that's just according to the Bible alone, man. We don't need no other books. Hey, so Lord was edifying. Till next time I say Shalom, Wa Abba. The water for tuning in, the water for the precepts. May you have about Shema Shaka team bless you in your houses. Stay prayed up. And again, like Elder Menachezabah said the other day, you lied about the lies that you lied about. Hey, Shalom. Shalom, Ma. Yahweh Shema Shai Brakatah. Shalom, brother. Yeah, man, you lied about the lies that you lied about, man. Why? Because you were the devil, man. Shalom.